Uh, I just ate chicken. I remember I had a thing of pulled rotisserie chicken, and I made that. My water was cut off for a little while, so I had to wait before I could make that and make some mashed potatoes. So I just ate that. Good. Now I'm catching up on like 3 days of news. And I saw that like yesterday. I saw I think it was yesterday that I saw the Trump posting of the picture of Obama and Michelle as gorillas. It's like, all right, another. I mean, that one was bad, by the way. I mean, not like that. It was Michelle and Obama as monkeys, but like that wasn't like you didn't even like type it into AI as a prompt, so like the AI could do it and it would look good. Like that one was just bad. Like the quality was just shitty. It was like just like he cut their heads out and put it on there and then, like took a picture of it and was like, yeah, that'll work. I was like, dude, you could have at least like made it look good if you were gonna do something that shitty. Could have at least made it high quality racism. Like seriously, what the AI generator was like, sorry, we can't process your racist ass bullshit because it's racist, you fucking racist. So you're gonna have to do it yourself. And he was like, fine, I'll do it myself, fucker. But yeah, I saw that one, and now he's talking about he's talking about a guy who's talking about that. And he just talked about another election that got won. So I'm like catching up. Be right back. So he just talked a bunch about, I don't know. There were a bunch of segments that rehashing a whole bunch of stuff that I talk about a lot. He talks about a lot. Same old, same old. I was cutting my nails. Just kind of listen in the background. It's like, yeah, same old, same old. Nothing really new. Nothing earth shattering. Just talking about Tim Dillon now. Let's see what else happens. Right at this point, Kyle Kalinske reacts to a reaction video, but it's kind of I don't know if it's a reaction video or a comment video, just a general commentary or something, but it's kind of a react to a react. Asmongold commenting on Fuentes. I don't really know Asmongold that well, but I know Fuentes, Nick Fuentes. Not personally, of course. But the point is, like, Fuentes is like, Fuentes is kind of just like saying, like, what I'm getting from this is, Fuentes is like, Trump fucked us. Not only did he not do, he didn't deliver on basically everything. And this is Nick Fuentes saying this. The gist of it. But on some of the things like the immigration thing, he has not gone far enough. So even with the immigration, he didn't deliver because he didn't go far enough. According to Fuentes, of course. So, and then during that clip, Fuentes was going on a tirade about like, well, you gave Israel, I think he said $20 billion, but he's like, you gave Israel money, you gave, even Fuentes said, you gave all your billionaire friends money, you took money for yourself. Even Fuentes is like, dude, what are you doing? You're giving money to all these other people that have money, and we don't have money. I'm betting Fuentes has a lot more money than most people, but Fuentes isn't a billionaire, so I mean, he may be a millionaire and stuff, but he's not even like a high millionaire. I'm doubting. He's just an asshole. So the guy is hitting. Seems like at this point, Trump is kind of taking it from everybody. It's kind of getting gang raped by a lot of people from all sides. And yet, well, still, it's only a year and 21 days into the presidency. So it's still only a year and 21 days, not even into the midterms yet. But assuming we get to the midterms, have elections, and there's no hanky-panky going on in them, if Democrats, if between Democratic elected people and independents, there's only, say, a third of Republicans left. I wonder what's going to happen. I just really wonder what's going to happen. Like I said, there's lots of ads going on, and just right now, and they're all very dumb. If you think you are a Republican, if you're not a liberal, a left, a Democrat, and you're kind of view yourself as an old school Republican, like old school Republican, that's like kind of conservative and stuff, but not really anything. You might just want to try running as an independent instead of trying to primary one of the Republicans. It might just be easier. Or go to the Democratic Party, get their money, and just make it be like, I used to be a Republican. Now I'm a Democrat because I don't know where I should go. But I know that house is burning down, and I don't want to stay in a burning house. I'm sure as hell not going to sleep there. So, see what other clips he's got going on. If something radical happened, because that only brought me to like 2 days ago or something. So let's see what happens. So at least there's a stupid one. Trump lied about some woman that was like freed or something in 2014. She was freed during the Obama administration, and Trump was like, "Oh yeah, I did that." Next, I'm eating chicken again. He had a video about a march for billionaires, which apparently there was such a thing in San Francisco. Which, by the way, totally. I mean, it happened, but I think he said there was something like 30-some people there, so obviously not that popular. Maybe popular with the 30-some people, but whatever. And he was talking about Zoran Mondani's stuff that he was doing. He was like, these people bitch about like a 1%, 2%, 5% tax increase or whatever the hell. Maybe it was a new municipal tax on just people with more than $1 billion or something like that. There was some law. Oh, you referenced a law that was being proposed in California that apparently got vetoed by Gavin Newsom, which was maybe that was a 1% loan or something like that on their income. Something, I don't know. But again, I just put it back to, we should have a progressive tax system the way we did throughout the 50s and 60s, most of the 60s. Actually, I think the tax code didn't really change substantially until right around 1980 when Reagan was in office. Again, I have to look at it again, but that's when I think that's when it took the most precipitous drop. And I don't know. I don't know where it stands as far as things like capital gains and all the other trickery ways that really entrenched wealthy people have money, use their money, and all sorts of stuff. I'm just not in that system. I'm not in there. I'm not a banker, so I just don't. I'm just saying. My idea is basically they made money. They made a billionaire made money X way. All the ways they earned money this year, you have to report it. So, just lump it all together and be like, well, put it all into that big one pile and just tax it all at the same rate. Like, did in the 50s and 60s, like a progressive income tax. What they want is certain kind of earnings to be treated different. Rich people earnings treated much differently from poor people earnings. The way poor people earn money is through work, and the way rich people earn money is through not working. And not working, rich people earning, is taxed at, well, let's just say effectively zero. Definitely proportional to how much of that is gained versus the number of people. Again, if you think of it in proportional terms. There's all sorts of that passive income stuff. All different kinds. And some of it is less passive than others. Like investing and different levels of investing, like investing in real estate. Some people would say, oh, that's not passive at all. But yeah, it is and isn't. It's getting much more passive today than it was 20 or 50 years ago. 50 years ago, investing in real estate could mean, you might make phone calls one day. On Monday, you might make phone calls all day, and the rest of the week you'd be driving in your car. So yeah, 50 years ago, investing in real estate could be very active. Could have been very active, and you wouldn't be rich at all. Whereas today, investing in real estate, especially if you could get $100K or $1 million from somebody to start with, could mean a year from now you could be a multimillionaire. Lose it all or be, because we got the internet. You don't have to stay here. You can invest all over the world. If you got somebody that can give you $100,000, $1 million, be here, incorporate here and a couple other countries, and set up a fucking international real estate rig, and in a year or two have an umbrella company with a couple other companies, and the umbrella company be worth a few $100 million more. that would never have been possible to do 50 years ago. It just, in 1 year, to have a company evaluated to grow from nothing to something like that in 1 year, it would have been for just real estate. I don't see how you would have been able to do something like that pre-internet. It would have taken something like 10 years if you were amazingly good at it and lucky at the same time. But now you probably just have to be pretty decent. And like I said, have someone give you the money. Give, not loan. Give. Hence, let's tax rich people. My idea, tax shit out of rich people. Start. You open up a new government department. It's called Department of Money. You have branches in every state. Some states get multiple branches. You say, Department of Money, I need some money. What do you want to do? I don't know. Good enough. Stamp. Here's some money. Getting a little full, I think. I'm not going to eat until I'm about to puke. I'm going to save this as a preloaded meal, and all I have to do is nuke again. So stop, and I'm going to watch stuff. Hold on. Be right back. Now he's dissing on Joe Rogan again. It's just easy at this point. And yeah, mentioning Andy Schultz and Tim Dillon, and I don't know, talking about both sidesisms in this Trump accidentally reveals the truth. Oh yeah, about Joe Rogan like talking to the president or some shit. Yeah, Joe Rogan been reading ads in his thing for a while now. Everybody knows Joe Rogan pitching those. I don't even know what the fuck they are. Whatever he's saying. Man, take this. It's herbal supplement, man. It'll like get you jacked. Do this when I'm working out and blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's what that is about. On to the next one. Let's see. All right, now I'm gonna watch one about Trump stealing the midterms. So maybe this one will be interesting. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It wasn't interesting or anything. It was just like, okay, sure. Whatever. So I just found out about the apparently there's a blockade of Cuba. I didn't know about that. So that's maybe the more interesting thing that I found out about today. Interesting in that it's like meaningful or something. That's shitty. So, okay. Yeah. There's another video about Joe Rogan sold out for money, or Joe Rogan's transition to total sellout is complete. Something, something, something. We're talking about how he takes ads and stuff. Yeah, I saw that myself for personal. And there's, a couple of people I've watched. This one guy that I used to watch uh, a while ago. He started doing ad reads. I forget what he's getting close to 1 million subscribers. Started doing ad reads for, I don't know, gummies or something like that. And just random stuff. And I don't know. It seems like more and more people are. It just seems like basically everyone gets roped into it. Maybe because they feel like they're just not getting enough money for the videos they make. I will, I'm on disability. I do this basically because I just, I just have to put my thoughts out somewhere. Because talking to myself, normally is, I feel okay with it, but I also feel like it is. It was getting to a place where I want to kind of get ahead of it. So if I put it on camera and then put it on YouTube, at least I can convince myself that, I'm not talking to myself. I'm making a YouTube video. In an academic sense, I'm doing something, I'm making content. I'm not talking to myself, but, I know I'm talking to myself. Because, let's be honest here. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, let alone 50,000 or 100,000. If I had 50 or 100 or 1 million, something like that, I might feel inclined or even obligated to make my place feel less than, look like less than a total dump. But it's like, I can just, it's like, fuck it, doesn't matter. You can look like a shithole. You can look natural because, no one's ever gonna see it. So, who gives a shit? So the few people that do see it, you can see reality. Not real reality, obviously, though, because in a month, I'm going to be wearing a shirt. But down there, well, it's still going to be hot in my apartment. So, you know. I'll let you do the math on what that means. Anyways. Okay, well, that was all of that over the past few days that I missed. That was secular talk recap. What I missed with a little bit of my own garbage in there. It's 9 o'clock, and that made me bored and tired. But I didn't miss anything groundbreaking or shattering, whatever you want to call it. I didn't miss another person being killed that he covered, that he seemed to cover. Let me know, someone, anyone, the world. You know, by ice. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sure somebody somewhere in the world got killed by somebody. There has to have been a murder somewhere in the world over the past couple of days. I mean, it's just raw statistics. In the past 72 hours, if there hasn't been one murder in the world, that would be a big statistical anomaly, I would say. Ooh. But yeah, I don't know. All in all, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm kind of tired or something. But I think semi low key stuff for Trump. Maybe it's just, I mean, does have that Obama shit and the Cuba stuff, which maybe once I get some sleep and I'm actually rested, I'll be more pissed about, more concerned. I don't know. In the era of Trump, it's really hard to be like, to get, get a good read on how you need to react to this stuff. Because the guy is such a Looney Tune whack job. And the people that refuse to stop worshiping the guy, or just using Trump as a justification for, being like, that's what America should be. Because that's essentially what it is, basically. When you go back to the thing I did about the ads, because when I was playing the game, it's hate America liberals. That's what they say. That's the phrase they use. Hate America liberals. We voted with hate America liberals. Hate America liberals. That's nice, but that means nothing. It's nice that you spend time on your ad, and all it is some phrase meant to rile somebody up, like they're in a football game. It's like, yeah, hate America, liberal. They hate America. They hate America because I know they hate America. I know because they don't love Jesus and Christianity exactly the way I want it. Do everything that I want to do. They don't agree with everything that I am saying. So they must hate America. No, I'm sorry. You do know what this country is. You can't say you love freedom and then be like, well, you disagree with me, so you must hate America. Well, sorry, bitch. You either love freedom or you don't. If you love freedom so much, and that means a lot of people are going to disagree with you. Actually, a lot of things. Most of them are not going to matter. Because if a lot of people didn't disagree with you, we wouldn't have all this kind of different shit in the world. Different kind of cars, different kinds of food, different kinds of video games, clothes, hairstyles, blah, 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 blah. The second it comes to your God and politics and stuff, oh, then you're pissed off. That's a deal breaker for you. Oh, and for some people, it's especially if you're, you're not a Cowboys fan. No, I don't really like football myself, but I don't like the Patriots and I don't like Cowboys really. I mean, I don't, I don't really like any football team. I can't remember the last time I watched a football game. I mean, on my own. I watched a football game when I was at my sister's house, but that's only because they were watching a football game. I don't go out of my way to watch football. I didn't watch any Super Bowl. Didn't care about this one. What, the Bad Bunny thing? Yeah, who cares? Before he was in the Super Bowl on this shit, like I never knew the guy existed. I think it's a weird name. I listened to some of his songs because everybody was like talking about it or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really like him. I think there's other Spanish speaking artists that are better than him that I don't understand, and I like their songs. I don't understand a word they're saying. Well, I understand some words because I took Spanish, but I don't understand what they're saying. I like Despacito. And I like one of the other songs with the guy on the boat. I can't think of the name of the song right now. I like that one. It's a good song. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I just like the song. I don't see why people got to be so up in arms. Yeah, it's Puerto Rican, blah, 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 blah. Oh. So, if he's Puerto Rican, that means you can't like his music? I mean, I'll, I mean, that don't mean I'm racist. I just don't like his music because he's Puerto Rican. I mean, like, uh, that is, that doesn't mean you're racist. You do know that. Like, I don't like his music because he's black. That doesn't make me racist. I just don't like his music because he's black. It's like, that is, I mean, just be like, I don't want him to drive me anywhere because he's black. It just doesn't make me racist. I just don't want black people to drive me around. I'm not racist though. You can't just like say you're not racist at the end of a statement and be like, oh, that exonerates me. No, I shot him in the face because he's black. That don't make me racist. I just needed to shoot him because he was black. See, you understand? I'm not racist. I just need to shoot people whenever I see them and they're black. I'm not racist though. I just need to selectively murder people. I'm not racist though. You can't just like decide. You should be like, oh yeah, and just walk away and be like, done and done. And being racist is almost exclusively, I would say, pretty much something that other people get to decide for you. You don't get to decide it yourself. You can make an educated guess on whether you're being racist about something. And if you're good at being objective, you can probably guess right most of the time. But yeah, other people are the ones that get to decide that about you. It's like being an asshole. I tried to explain that to my dad. You don't get to decide if you are being or are an asshole. Other people do that for you. And that's why we called him an asshole. Even though he said he was an asshole. He wasn't. He's like, I'm not an asshole. I'm like, yes, you are. Trust me, you're an asshole. The video is 45 minutes. It's too long. I'm going to cash out here. Everybody, tax rich people, ECAP rich people, boobs.